2025 has kicked off with a series of groundbreaking developments in the space industry. The last couple of weeks have been dominated by the build-up to the launches of two of the most highly anticipated rockets in recent decades: SpaceX's Starship and Blue Origin's New Glenn. These two rockets share a lot on paper and are often seen as direct competitors. However, when it comes to the reality on the ground, the difference couldn't be more striking. New Glenn has faced a string of delays just in the past week alone, slipping from January 8th to the 10th, then to the 13th, and now it's been postponed yet again. Meanwhile, Starship seems determined not to disappoint. SpaceX has completed its preparations and is ready to launch the rocket soon. In this video, we'll dive into all the details of the upcoming Starship launch and everything SpaceX has done to make it a success. Before we delve any deeper, please make sure to subscribe to our channel for future updates on Starship and SpaceX's other groundbreaking achievements. SpaceX is preparing for its 7th Starship test flight, now scheduled for January 15, 2025, from its Starbase facility in Boca Chica, Texas. The launch trajectory for this test flight involves a liftoff from Boca Chica, followed by stage separation, where the Super Heavy booster will return to the launch site for recovery. The Starship upper stage will continue into orbit to deploy the Mach satellites, demonstrating its payload deployment capabilities. This upcoming launch differs from previous ones in several key aspects. Firstly, it introduces the deployment of payloads, a critical capability for future commercial missions. Secondly, the Super Heavy booster will utilize reused hardware, including a Raptor engine from a previous flight, showcasing SpaceX's commitment to reusability and cost reduction. Additionally, the mission will repeat the midair catch of the Super Heavy booster by the launch tower's Mechazilla arms, a maneuver first successfully executed in October 2024. Reflecting on previous test flights, SpaceX has encountered and addressed several challenges. In April 2023, the inaugural integrated flight test ended prematurely due to multiple engine failures and loss of vehicle control, resulting in the activation of the flight termination system. The Federal Aviation Administration conducted a mishap investigation, identifying 63 corrective actions for SpaceX to implement before subsequent flights. In the following tests, SpaceX focused on engine reliability, structural integrity, and refining the complex choreography of stage separation and recovery. The 5th test flight in October 2024 achieved a significant milestone with the successful midair catch of the Super Heavy booster by the Mechazilla arms. To address issues from earlier flights, SpaceX has undertaken several corrective measures. Enhancements have been made to the Raptor engines to improve performance and reduce the likelihood of in-flight failures. This includes design modifications and rigorous testing protocols to ensure engine robustness. The Starship and Super Heavy structures have undergone reinforcements to withstand the stresses of launch and recovery, minimizing the risk of structural failures during critical mission phases. Upgrades to the flight termination system have been implemented to ensure prompt activation in case of anomalies, enhancing safety measures for both the vehicle and surrounding areas. Improvements to the launch pad and recovery systems, including the Mechazilla arms, have been made to support the innovative midair booster recovery method. Meanwhile, Blue Origin is in the headlines for yet another failure. Even people who had previously criticized their constant delays believed they might actually launch this time, as everything seemed ready, from the preparations to the countdown. But it ended in yet another delay. The challenges faced by New Glenn are not unique to its latest launch attempt. The rocket's development has been fraught with technical hurdles, particularly surrounding its BE-4 engines. These engines, which power both the New Glenn rocket and United Launch Alliance's Vulcan Centaur, have experienced delays in design, testing, and manufacturing. The BE-4 engines represent a significant technological leap, utilizing liquefied natural gas and liquid oxygen as propellants. While their development showcases impressive innovation, the complexity of the engines has resulted in slower than anticipated progress. This delay in engine readiness has been a primary factor in pushing back New Glenn's maiden flight multiple times. The reusability of the rocket's first-stage booster, a feature that aims to reduce launch costs and increase frequency, has also added to the technical challenges. Developing a system capable of executing precise vertical landings on a barge at sea requires extensive testing and validation. Each iteration of the booster introduces new refinements, but these advancements also demand rigorous evaluations to ensure reliability. Financially, Blue Origin has struggled to keep pace with competitors like SpaceX. In 2022, SpaceX was generating significant revenue, reaching approximately $4.6 billion, which marked a sharp increase from $2.3 billion in 2021. In stark contrast, Blue Origin struggled to match these figures. Estimates suggest their earnings were far lower. Moving into 2023, SpaceX saw even greater growth, nearly doubling its revenue to an estimated $8.7 billion. This was achieved through a combination of over 60 launches in the year, including government and commercial missions, and the rapid expansion of its Starlink network, which continued to attract subscribers globally. Blue Origin, however, remained far behind. Reports indicate that their revenue for 2023 was around $42.8 million, a fraction of SpaceX's earnings. This stark difference highlighted Blue Origin's limited operational scope, as it conducted only a handful of New Shepard suborbital flights and had no orbital missions. By 2024, SpaceX's revenue was projected to climb to $13.3 billion, solidifying its dominance in the space industry. This growth was fueled by a steady stream of commercial satellite launches, government contracts, and the ever-expanding Starlink service, which was becoming a major source of income. Blue Origin, on the other hand, was estimated to generate around $4 billion in revenue for the year. While this represented a significant improvement for Blue Origin, much of it was likely tied to advanced payments for future contracts rather than operational activities, as the New Glenn rocket had yet to launch. Additionally, Blue Origin's finances were heavily reliant on the $1 billion per year investment from Jeff Bezos. To support Blue Origin's ambitious projects, Jeff Bezos has been personally funding the company by selling approximately $1 billion worth of Amazon stock annually. The New Glenn rocket is Blue Origin's entry into the heavy lift launch vehicle category, directly competing with SpaceX's Starship. Designed to handle payloads of up to 45 tons to low Earth orbit, New Glenn is positioned as a reusable rocket capable of reducing launch costs and increasing efficiency. However, when compared to Starship, which boasts a payload capacity of 150 tons to low Earth orbit, New Glenn falls short in scale and capability. Starship's much higher capacity makes it suitable for missions to Mars and other interplanetary destinations, giving it a significant advantage in the heavy lift market. There have been observations from industry experts suggesting that Blue Origin has borrowed heavily from SpaceX's designs and concepts. Both rockets are reusable, with first stages designed for vertical landings on platforms at sea. This reusability model was first implemented successfully by SpaceX with its Falcon 9 and Falcon Heavy rockets, and later extended to Starship and its Super Heavy booster. Blue Origin's decision to pursue a similar approach with New Glenn raises questions about whether the company is innovating or just following SpaceX's lead. There are also design similarities in size and structure. New Glenn stands at 98 meters tall, while Starship, when combined with its Super Heavy booster, reaches 120 meters. Both rockets are larger than NASA's Space Launch System, making them some of the largest rockets ever built. While Starship uses a stainless steel construction, which provides better durability and heat resistance during atmospheric re-entry, New Glenn relies on aluminum alloy, which is lighter but less suited for extreme conditions. One critical difference between the two rockets is that SpaceX has already demonstrated Starship's capabilities through multiple test flights, including 6 launches, and is currently preparing for its 7th. That's all for today's video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more updates.